We've done a number of studies on loss aversion, right? And loss aversion is this observation that if I give you a 50-50 gamble, like win some money, lose some money, in general, for most people, I have to offer them a lot more to win than to lose for them to take the gamble, which doesn't make any sense, rationally and economically. It should be, it's even chances. We looked at people's behavior and we did eye tracking because we're measuring where people attend. Your average person, most people attend to what they might lose rather than what they might win. And the longer they focus on what they might lose, the more loss averse they are. And that tends to be associated with people who have negative affects. So if you're anxious or you're depressed, you're in a negative state, then you're looking more for what you could lose than what you could win. So that sets up a really interesting causal test, which we're like, well, where you look is a function of what you're looking for. They're looking for what might hurt them and also what the world looks like. So let's just manipulate the visual display. We made the wins bigger font or brighter than the losses, okay? When you do that, that attracts people's attention. They look at the wins, the good things they could get rather than the bad things.
Just by changing the font.
Just by changing the font size or the brightness. They look at it more. This gets turned up in the brain, and now they're not loss averse anymore. Now they're willing to take the gamble. So that's what I'm talking about in terms of what you focus on. So and that's a way to do it. I mean, obviously that you could take advantage of people by doing that, but with their consent. So for example, we started that work on behalf of a financial services company who was saying, we're having trouble with our customers, older customers, to get them to take good risks, that could really pay off for them because they're too afraid. And so we did some basic work, and then we tested that we could actually causally change that. We could shift that. So with their consent, if we amplified, we just put what you could win instead of what you could lose make it more obvious. People pay more attention to that, and then that will subtly shift